Hi, I'm Sharon, Kindred, host of Lifestyles Today in Brevard. Well, parents, the kids will be heading back to school soon. I'm here today at Brevard Jewish Community School, which will be back in session on August 17th. With me is the director of the school, Brevard Visconti. Good afternoon, and thanks for inviting us here today.
Well, thank you for being here.
You are the director of the school. Can you tell us how long the school has been in Brevard and some of the programs you offer?
Sure. Our school started 14 years ago with a very small class of 3- and 4-year-old students. And it grew through the years, and we were very, very crowded in the school because we were using the temple building with very small rooms. And so last year, they finished this building that we are in today. And this coming August will be our second year in the building.
And what grades do you offer?
Actually, we have two wings. We have an early learning center, and we have 2-year-old students that come in, and then we have preschool, which is grade 3 or age 3, and pre-K, which is age 4. And then in the academy, we have from kindergarten to grade 6.
Great. And do you offer any after-school activities?
Actually, we do. We have an art club that meets after school, and we have a science club that meets after school, and the parents have put together something called a game club. And they meet every week also, and the children really seem to enjoy that.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. With school getting ready to start, what advice do you give parents to help prepare their child for a successful year?
Well, it just so happens that I was starting to write some notes for myself.
This over. Okay.
And the most important thing is sleep. During the summer, your children have gotten into the habit of staying up later and later because you have different kinds of activities, you go on vacation, and now is the time to start getting them back into the habit of going to bed a little bit earlier. It's easy if you start now, 15 minutes every couple of days, bringing the time closer to an 8 o'clock period will help get your students ready for school. They also need to come to school well fed so that they are alert, happy, and not hungry, of course. One of the very most important things is that your children need to be here on time, and it's your responsibility because we don't have busing and the kids don't walk, and so it's the parents that have to bring the kids to school. That first half hour in class is so important because the teacher lays out what's going to happen for the remainder of the day. When they come home, empty their backpack. Ask them what has happened during the day. Ask them to show you. Maybe they've learned to make the letter B today. Actually, ask them to show you how to do it. If they've learned how to do something with math, ask them to show you how to do it, because if they show you, it builds their confidence.
Thanks, Bertie, for talking to us today. For more information on easing back into school, pick up a copy of the August issue of Brevard County Moms. Copies are available at over 400 family-friendly locations, including all the Brevard County blockbusters and libraries. Thanks again for having us here today.
You're very welcome.
And have a great school year.
Thank you.
Keeping with our back to school theme, Luann Manderville interviewed local shoppers to find out what's cool for school. Let's see what they told her.
Hello everyone, I'm Luann Manderville, Florida Today with Word on the Street, and today it's about back to school. I'm here inside the Old Navy where I don't exactly fit in, but you know, at Old Navy they can tell you exactly how to fit in for back to school. Let's go see what they have to say. So I hear you're shopping at Old Navy and you're probably looking for a lot of good prices this year, I imagine.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Going back to school is really expensive and all the clothes you have to buy, so when you can get good deals and things that fit that are cute, it's great.
Right. What are you looking forward to most about going back to school?
Well, since I'm in middle school,
Yeah.
all of like all the different teachers and rotating it and everything.
And where else do you shop for clothes?
For clothes, I go to the Merritt Square Mall.
You do?
Yeah.
That's cool. When I was in high school, and I just told them a little while ago that the biggest thing was Jordache jeans. Have you even heard of that? No, probably not. And you know what a big thing was? The Trapper Keeper. It was to hold your notebooks. Did you get a new backpack this year?
Yeah.
You did. What is it? What does it like have on it?
It's brown and it has flowers on it.
Oh, very girly. I like that.
Right now, we have a lot of coordinates, and we have everything from uniform to dress code to casual wear, and it's all at a really amazing value. For boys, it's really fun is we've got licensed tees. Right here, we've got Batman. Oh. We've got all the Marvel superheroes as well as Transformers. The boys are loving these, and they look great paired with denim or with cargo shorts or even with their khakis for a little after-school fun.
What are you shopping for today?
I'm getting jeans, shorts, and just stuff so I could get back to school and be in style.
What are you looking forward to most about going back to school? And I know it's not the homework.
Definitely going to meet some more friends and just being in high school.
I found everything I need here at Old Navy for back to school. Oh my gosh, I'm here with the superstar cashiers that have helped me all this afternoon, Daniel and Melissa. And can you guys help me with this? I got a lot of stuff. Oh my God. I've had a wonderful time here at Old Navy, and I've probably found absolutely everything I need here. I'm Luann Manderville, Florida today. Back to school. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Luann, for that fun story. For more back-to-school shopping opportunities and a great way to kick off the school year, be sure to mark your calendars for August 8th. Brevard County Moms will be hosting the 15th Annual Back-to-School Expo at the Merritt Square Mall. The event will be held from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table, say hi, and pick up some back-to-school goodies. There's always room for ice cream, right? In this next story, we introduce you to a local family who has a simple 6-ingredient vanilla homemade ice cream recipe that has been in the family for more than 50 years. Let's check it out.
I'm making delicious homemade fresh peach ice cream today. This recipe originated with my sister-in-law Mildred, and I know that it's been in the family for about 60 years. And we have just always enjoyed it. We think it's one of the best. It's easy. It is a no-cook. It only has 6 ingredients. We just always enjoy it. My grandson says it's awesome.
What a great homemade treat for a hot summer day. Our kids love to be outside playing, but in Florida there is all sorts of wildlife that we need to look out for. One of the ones we worry about are snakes. While snake bites have been fortunately rare this summer, they continue to be unpredictable. Let's take a trip to Parish Medical Center in Titusville to see how they are prepared to treat victims.
Each year the number of snake bites varies quite a bit. This year has been pretty calm. We can only remember one case of a snake bite that's required the antivenin. Again, sometimes you'll get snake bites, but they're ascertained not to have actually been venomous, so we won't see those. But we have only had one case this year that's required snake bite that's required the rattlesnake antivenin.
An old rattlesnake, he's been on the venom line for years.
By far the most common snake bites are rattlesnake bites. Seems to be more of the pygmy rattlers than the larger ones. We keep 2 different types of poisonous snake antivenin on stock in the formulary. There is one type of antivenin that is good for all of what are called the pit vipers. Those are the rattlesnakes, the cottonmouths, and the copperheads that are in this area. They can all be treated with the same type of antivenin. We also keep a separate kind because coral snake antivenin is different acting and requires a different antivenin.
This is a coral snake rich area, Central Florida. Most people have spent their life here, and many of them have never even seen a coral snake, but they live around coral snakes. Coral snakes are very secretive, very shy little snake, and this little corridor along 192 here is rich in coral snakes, so we're constantly bumping into them on the property, and occasionally have people call us and we go catch them, or in some cases they rake them in a bucket and bring them into us. But anyway, it has enabled us to supply coral snake venom for the antivenom production for the last 30 years.
The only manufacturer of the coral snake antivenin has, for reasons of their own, stopped producing it, and they are the only supplier in the country. And all of the existing stock will expire at the end of October of this year. I know the federal government is talking to other manufacturers in the United States and out of the United States to get a possible alternative. but right now there isn't another one available. The options are that we will call what is called the Venom Response Unit, which is part of the Miami-Dade Fire and Rescue Department. They keep large quantities of antivenin from many countries on hand, even to treat snakes that aren't native to Florida and North America, because people, for reasons of their own, keep exotic snakes at home, whether it's something from India or Southeast Asia. They keep a lot of different kind of things like cobras, so they have to have antivenins, and they have on stock and available quickly supplies of antivenin that is available from other foreign manufacturers, so that will be our source. Once they're stabilized, they can get it here very, very rapidly. One real important benefit of living in a community like Brevard is that when there are needs for lots of antivenin, which happens sometimes if people are real sick, sometimes any one hospital can exhaust all of their supplies. But what we've done in the past, we have an agreement with the other hospitals in Brevard County, and we actually can borrow from each other of the snake antivenin and then get supplied later. But it's always been a real help to the health care of everybody in Brevard, the fact that the pharmacies, the hospital pharmacies, can always trade product like that to meet the immediate need that any one hospital can have. So that's a real, I think, unique thing to Brevard County, but when you need it, that's been really, really invaluable to us and to the other hospital, and we've had to loan them product before.
Great story and reminders for all of us. Let's move from reptiles to a furry little friend. In our next story, we're going to meet Clyde. He's cute, cuddly, and needs a forever home.
Hi, I'm Susie Fleming-Leonard, and I'm joined in the studio today by my coworker Shauna Maggart. And joining us are Teresa Clifton with the Central Brevard Humane Society and little Clyde, who is looking for his forever home. And Teresa, it doesn't get much cuter than this. It just really doesn't.
How long have you guys had Clyde?
Clyde has been with us since June 24th, so he's been with us a little bit over a month, and he's about 2 years old.
Okay. So I noticed when he's walking around, his leg is up off of the ground. So what happened to his leg?
Yeah, Clyde came from a home that the family got divorced, and Clyde got the boot. And we don't know what the leg injury time frame happened, but apparently it's a fairly old injury, and it has to do with his knee. And in the knee joint, he doesn't seem to be able to bend it. And we could do some extensive surgeries, but it's not necessary. The veterinarian said that he could live a long, happy life with the use of the leg. He uses it a little bit, doesn't put a lot of weight on it, but it doesn't hurt him. It doesn't hurt him if you want to put your hand on it or touch it. He'll use it when he sits and sometimes when he scoots around. But for the most part, it's just an odd leg out.
So it could be fixed, but it would just be very painful and extensive to fix it. And since it's not really, it doesn't bother him, so there's no point in putting him through that, right?
We think that it happened when he was little because of the way that his leg, I mean, if you look at it, it's obviously well formed. It's just not, he favors it. And he walks faster than I do, so I know he doesn't have any issues walking, do you, buddy? No, you don't.
And
no,
he's so loving. I mean, he's really attached himself to you, and you said to some of the other people at the shelter that he just...
Well, he's been with us for a little over a month, and Clyde is a very unusual Pomeranian. And I say unusual because most Pomeranians have a certain amount of dispensation to nipping, and he just doesn't. He's like a little teddy bear. He just loves everybody and plays and licks a lot. When you hold him, he's not nippy. If I were even to touch his other leg. He is just the loving little companion. He seems to be very particular to people liking them to pick him up and carry him around. He will play. He'll play ball. He'll play with toys, and he runs, like I said, faster than I do. And he is neutered, and he is heartworm negative, and he's on Heartguard, and we have him on Frontline for fleas, and he's in great health, aside from his little leg injury that happened apparently when he was a baby. And animals are very resilient, and he has adjusted to it Maybe if when it happened, they would have given him the proper medical care, he wouldn't have the problem that he has with it now. But it isn't stopping him in any way, shape, or form of enjoying life, and it doesn't seem to hurt him, so we saw no reason to put him through an extensive surgery and all that unnecessary stuff that he doesn't understand anyway. And since he's only 2 years old, we know, yes, he's going to have a wonderful life with a fabulous family. We always recommend dogs of this size to families with children that are over the age of 10 years old, just because of the size of the animal. If a small child weren't well trained with animals, they could step on them, break their backs, or harm them. And because all they have are teeth, is if they were to get stepped on or hurt, they would bite out of protection. And so, but other than that, he's looking for an awesome family, isn't he?
He's one of the most loving dogs I've ever seen. He just gives out kisses freely.
And I've noticed anybody can pick him up, but he doesn't have an aversion to male or female or old or young or anything. He just wants to play. We got him all wound up for this. He's in a playful mood now, and he's like ready to just go romp. And then, like the ever-ready bunny, he'll just lay down and go to sleep. Won't you lay down and go to sleep?
So if I wanted to adopt Clyde, how would I go about doing that?
Clyde is $100, and you would go to the Central Brevard Humane Society at 1020 Cox Road in Cocoa. We are open 7 days a week at 11 o'clock every day, so you can go in anytime and fill out an adoption application. And as long as you own your own home or your landlords don't mind, then you could put in and adopt him. And he's already neutered and on all of his heartworm protection and everything, so he's ready to go. He's just looking for that home.
Well,
That's
and
your buddy.
if Clyde is not for you, then you've got lots of other cats, dogs, kittens, puppies, rabbits, hamsters, all kinds of animals down at the Central Brevard Humane Society. Teresa, thanks for bringing Clyde in to visit us. And Clyde, I hope you find a home soon.
Thanks, Susie, for introducing us to Clyde. He is adorable. Last Tuesday, we asked Florida Today readers to send us photos for our A Day in Brevard photo project. The response was overwhelming and far exceeded our expectations. We're going to end the show with several photos from that day. I'm Sharon Kindred. Thanks for watching. Have a great week and a great school year.